Good morning to all traders and welcome to this market insights video on metals and energies today. Yesterday we had Moderna, as we said in the market insights video, delivering another vaccination. Well, markets took that to heart initially, but it seems now that, and since it's going to be, there are going to be quite a few companies, pharma companies coming out with their own vaccination version now, it seems that investors are going to be taking the news obviously with a positive view. However, markets might not continue rallying based on the actual event due to the fact that they have already realized what are still the risks that remain in the markets and also, of course, around the COVID vaccination. Now, yesterday, Trump, and when it comes to the election, of course, lost another election challenge in Pennsylvania. And what he actually did as well, he fired his Pentagon chief for saying pretty much that the November 3rd election had been the most secure in history. After that, he went ahead and he's ordered the US troops to withdraw from Afghanistan, while at the same time, he's asked advisors about taking action against nuclear sites in Iran. So he's withdrawn troops, what perhaps to send them somewhere else? Well, we'll find out what's happening. It's just what is a bit peculiar is the timing that all of this is happening, including the withdrawal of the US troops, because it's going to be actually just 5 days before the inauguration of the president-elect. Now, if we look at the European side, we've had the UK discussing the Brexit, well, on their own, I would say, yesterday. There seems to be some hope, okay, around the positive talks around fisheries, but it is unlikely that there's going to be a deal this week because we have the EU summit starting tomorrow. And the Prime Minister as well also he's maintaining his stance against the Brexit. He's going to be either hard or not, and he seems to be thinking and he's confident that if there's not going to be any free trade agreement with the European Union, then they will be able to survive. Where are those days that we used to see Brexit moving the gold? Those are gone past. We don't see that any longer. Gold moved a little bit higher indeed though yesterday. I think it's probably because the dollar was a little bit weaker after the US retail sales disappointed. Oil on the other side, we're going to talk about the oil as well. It was also under pressure following the latest API report. And we are expecting, of course, the EIA to give us more insights today. I do believe, however, that in the oil markets, we do have another upside move. And I will explain to you why. I still think that we've had an expanded flat over here for W. X, you want to call it a triangle, you may as well do. In either way, it's just a second wave of a correction, excuse me. And wave Y for B, we started moving impulsively over here. To me, this looks like wave 1, wave 2. This is wave 3, wave 4, and we're going to see wave 5. Now, there is a case that we had an ABC over here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and this is going to be wave 4. We will continue lower for wave 5. And it's very possible that this is going to turn out being a triangle because it does really remind, at least initially, this structure over here reminds the beginning of an ascendant, an asymmetrical triangle, right? In case we do that, obviously, it means that prices are going to remain in consolidation for a bit longer than we're expecting. And I do believe we're going to see then another wave to the upside because I believe that this signal should not be ignored, both on the MACD and on the RSI. Now on gold. On gold, we'll move exactly as we expected last week. I am still looking at this well, we've had W, X, and Y, and X, and then A, B, and C, right? It's either wave A ended down here. This is going to be a B, and then we're going to get another 5-wave move down to 1817 max because this is wave 1, minor wave 1 top. I would prefer to see that, holding for a continuation to the upside. Or it could be a case where we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to see A, then we're going to see B, then we're going to see C. Okay, again, pretty much I'm looking at the 1817 and 1847 area to provide signal to the upside. Silver, as you recall, last week we talked about it. Very nice signal over here. We said about prices start moving higher. We did indeed see prices moving higher to 24.80. We were looking either at the 38 or the 50. Well, it could be a case where we're going to see prices moving again a little bit higher to 25 or not, or it could be a case where we're going to continue lower and take out wave Y of wave intermediate wave 2 and then continue all the way to the upside, since we are also have a very similar pattern here in silver. Okay, but note that the silver is actually trading with an upside bias as well, because we've got this signal as well, and we haven't had a fresh low that contrary to the gold, of course, we did. That doesn't suggest that we're going to continue higher any time before gold, in my opinion. It's just that we might have a sharp decline over here at some point in order to create a fresh low. Natural gas looks a little bit bearish for the moment. We're looking at this as an ABC, if you recall. We haven't looked at it for a while, but if you don't recall, well, this is an ABC, and then we are expecting prices to continue lower. That said, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. We are in the midst of wave C of 4. It looks like to me we can go anywhere between the 228 and 243, since we are just now falsely broke the 38.2 Fibonacci at 2.6. I think this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to see 5. Okay, or it could be a case which is 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4. When I get 3 over here, 4 and 5. Okay, in either case, I'm looking at the minimum low here at 2.28. Anything below that will invalidate this move to the upside and probably continue with further bearishness. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and we'll speak again tomorrow.